Hello rail fans, and welcome to Fred's Ride Trains. Today, we're going to be building this Lehigh Valley Elco C628 locomotive. And this is what it looks like here. So let's get right into the build here. So as usual, we're going to start off with the rear coupler, so take out a dark oak stair, and we'll get that attached up. Under it, a sideways dark oak fence gate. Then, on bottom in front of this, on the next block down, 3 polished black stone blocks on the bottom middle, and a polished black stone stair on the upper hitbox of each side. Above it, 2 rows of 5 polished black stone blocks. In front of it, we'll do a 3-block tall T shape in the middle, hang a lantern on either side of the second layer. In front of that, a 5x3 of polished black stone coming out to each side of the tracks. Then we're going to put 3 acacia slabs in this gap for stairs, and 3 over on this side. Then down here, on bottom above the rail, open a dark oak fence gate, and open one on this side as well. Then we're going to put 2 lightning rods here, 2 here, and then up on top an iron trapdoor in the middle, and 2 polished black stone walls on either side of it on top. Then we'll swing down in front of this, put a sideways dark oak fence gate above each rail. Then in front of that, we'll do a set of netherite wheels with a cauldron in between them. In the middle, put a grindstone, and then a dark oak fence gate sideways. In front of that, another set of netherite wheels with a cauldron in between them. And then in front of that in the middle, a grindstone and a fence gate. And then a final set of netherite wheels with a cauldron in between them here. And then in the middle, another grindstone. And at this end, a dark oak fence gate on either side. Then in between the wheels here, we're going to put 2 lightning rods in all 4 of these gaps. Then on the sides, we're going to put a hopper on the side of all 6 wheels. Then we're going to come up top on the middle and put a line of polished flagstone up the middle until it's above here. And then on the side of it, a full line of dark oak fence gates going sideways. And then a full line of fence gates on this side. Now we'll do our fuel tank, so we're going to come in front of this on bottom. In the middle, go 3 wide with polished blackstone, and then we're going to make that 12 blocks long. So a 3 by 12. And then we'll go ahead and raise that up so the 3 by 12 is 2 blocks tall. Then in front of this on bottom, a dark oak fence gate on either side. And then we'll do a set of netherite wheels with a cauldron in between them. And then we're going to do a fence gate, skip a block, another set of netherite wheels with a cauldron, and a grindstone right here. Over here, we'll do a fence gate in the middle again, skip a block, another set of netherite wheels with a cauldron between them, and a grindstone right here. Then we need to come back in here and get a grindstone in this gap in the center. At this end, put a dark oak fence gate on either wheel. And then in the gaps between the wheels on all 4 of these, we'll put sideways lightning rods. And then we'll come through and put a hopper on the side of all 6 wheels here. Then come on the top middle and put a line of polished blackstone up the center till you're aligned with these fence gates. And then on the side of it, a full line of sideways dark oak fence gates here. And then a full line of them right here. Then we're going to come down here and crouch and put a wither skeleton skull on the side of all 3 hoppers. Do the same thing on this side. And then we'll get the back wheels, wither skeleton skulls on these hoppers, and over on this side here. Next, we're going to take out deep slate tile stairs in between the hoppers here. And we need to get right side up stairs facing each other so they make a U shape in between each of these. And it's kind of tricky to do. And we'll do the same thing on this side. So in each gap, 2 stairs facing into each other. So from the side it looks like this. And now we have to repeat the process on the front truck. So in each gap, 2 stairs facing into each other. And then one more side to go. We do that same thing on this side of the truck. Just like that. Then we're also going to need deep slate tile slab here. And we're going to stand on top of this and put a single deep slate tile slab on top of all 6 of these hoppers. And then in these gaps, we're going to put 2 dark oak trapdoors on all 4 of these gaps. So now we look like this from the side. And then we repeat that process at the back. Come up here, crouch, put a single deep slate tile slab on all 6 of the hoppers. And then we're going to put 2 dark oak trapdoors on all 4 of these gaps. Then we're going to come out with a grindstone and put 1 here and 1 here. Same thing on this side. Then we need to do it at the front, 1 here and 1 here. And same thing on this side. Ooh, and I accidentally put 1 on the middle, that don't need to be there. Then we'll come up here, crouch again, put a lightning rod here and here. Then 1 here, 1 here. Repeat that at the back. 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, and 1 here. Now my front end's facing this void, making this the engineer side. On this side of the fuel tank, we're going to put a full row of upside down polished blackstone stairs on bottom. And then at the front, a skeleton skull, 4 sideways anvils, skip 1, 4 anvils. Then back here, a wither skeleton skull. And then we're going to grab a brewing stand and put a brewing stand on the back. In between these anvils, put a polished blackstone slab. Then on the other side of the fuel tank, we'll do a full row of upside down polished blackstone stairs on the bottom here. And then on top, a full row of right side up stairs. Then actually, at the front of this fuel tank, we're going to knock out these 2 stairs. They don't need to be there. And put a wither skeleton skull right here. And we're going to do the same thing at the back. Take out these 2 and put on the wither skeleton skull. Then we're going to come up over here. We're going to knock out this fence and put a bell right there. Now we'll come up in front of here. And we're going to do a 3x5 of polished blackstone block coming out to each side of the tracks. In front of that, we'll do a T shape in the center, hang a lantern on either side of the second layer. Then 3 acacia slabs coming up each side like this. Then in front of this, on bottom, 3 polished blackstone block and a slab on the upper hitbox of each side. Above it, 2 rows of polished blackstone blocks. Take out a dark oak stair for the coupler, turn around, stack it up to the middle second block. Under it, a sideways dark oak fence gate, then open 1 on either side. Then right here, 2 lightning rods, 2 on this side. On the top middle, an iron trap door, and 2 polished black stone walls on either side of the trapdoor here. Then we're going to come up top on this 3rd layer, and we're going to fill this top middle 3 end to end with polished black stone block here. And we'll bring it right down to this other end. Just like that. Then we need to come in and we're going to grab chiseled polished black stone. And above this center wheel, we're going to put 2 of them right here. Same thing on this side. Then come up to the front truck, above this center wheel, 2 right here, 2 right here. Then we're going to fill all the rest of this outer edge on the upper hitbox in between them with polished black stone slabs. And in this gap, then we'll get the other side and fill this whole gap in. And up here in front of it. Now come on top of the front on the 3rd block in, a polished black stone on either side and a white concrete in the center. Then come behind it, 2 polished black stone on each side like this. And then we're just going to go around it on top with 2 layers of white concrete. So it looks like this here. And actually, I forgot a detail. We need to come over here, change this block to a white shulker box. And then we'll do that same thing on the other side, change this one to a white shulker box. Then we're going to go back to polished black stone. And we're going to come down here and put 2 on the bottom here, 2 on this side. Behind that, on the outer edge, 4 white shulker boxes and 4 on this side. And then behind those, we'll put 2 polished black stone on each side. Then we're going to need to come on top of this and crouch so we can do this. And we need to put 4 white concrete on top of the white shulker boxes. And then 4 on that side as well. Then come up here in this corner, a white shulker box here, and 1 on this side. Then right here a white shulker box, and right here. Then we're going to come up on top of this, and right here we're going to do white concrete, 2 polished black stone. Then a birch door here, and we need a dark oak door on the front. So we're going to have to change that white shulker box to white concrete just so we can put this door on. Then on this side, we'll put a white concrete here, 2 polished black stone, birch door on the side, change this one to white concrete, turn this way and put a dark oak door here. Then we're going to come up here on top of the polished black stone on each side, 2 cyan stained glass panes. Then a polished black stone at the back here and at the front here. Now up here on the middle of the nose, 2 polished black stone slabs, polished black stone wall behind it. Then a cyan stained glass pane on either side of the wall, because the window actually sticks out a little on this one. Then up here, 2 black carpet on either side of the nose. Then we're going to come in and we need polished black stone stairs. And we're going to put 4 outward facing stairs up here, and 4 facing this way on this side. And we'll fill in the rest of this cab roof in between here, all with polished black stone block. On the front middle, a polished black stone wall. And then we're going to grab black stained glass panes here and put 1 on either side of this wall on the top middle here. Then come up here in the middle, and we're going to open back-to-back dark oak fence gates for the horn. and surround the rest of it on top with polished blackstone slabs. Because the roof of this one actually comes a little bit higher than normal. Then we're going to come behind the cab, in here do 3 white concrete. And we're going to raise that up right to the top 5 blocks tall. And we'll do the same thing right here, a 3x5 of white concrete here. So it looks like that. Then there's some vents, so we're going to take out deep slate tile wall on bottom here, 2 rows of 3. And then 2 rows of 3 on this side. And then above it, we just go back to white concrete and raise it up to the top. Same thing on this side here. Then behind that, a single column of 5 white concrete on each side. Then behind this, we'll do a 3x3 of white concrete on the bottom. And same thing on this side. Then in this middle, we need 2 rows of 3 cobbled deep slate and 2 rows of 3 iron bars on either side of it here. And actually, we're going to come up under here, change this middle one to a deep slate tile wall. Same thing on this side. And then we're going to change the 2 blocks on either side of it to white shulker boxes. And then same thing here. And now that leaves a gap, so we'll have to come in between here and get a block behind there. Like that. And now we're going to come down and start working from the back end of the train here. So we're going to come down to the back, and we're going to be on the 3rd block in from the end in the middle. And we're going to do a 3x4 of white concrete. Then on the top middle, a polished blackstone block. And then a black stained glass paint on either side of it. Then in front of it, a polished blackstone block on either side of the top like this. Then we'll fill in underneath here with white concrete. Same thing on this side. And then we're going to put a mangrove button here and on the side here. And then we need a white banner to hide the black from this side, so put a white banner right here and a white banner right here. Then in front of that, on the bottom here, we're going to do 4 deep slate tile walls and make that 2 high. And do the same thing on this side. So it looks like that. Then we're going to come above that on each side, and we'll go ahead and do a single layer of 4 white concrete up here on each side. Then we're going to grab white shulker boxes again, and we'll put 4 white shulker boxes on top of that on each side. And then finally on top of that on each side, we'll do 4 white concrete coming forward. Then in front of this, we'll do a column of 5 white concrete on each side. In front of that, 4 white concrete. And in these top corners, we'll put a deep slate tile wall on each side. And then finally, we're just going to fill in the rest of each side here, all the way to the top, with white concrete. And we do the same thing here. Fill in this whole side to the top with white concrete here. Now up here, aligned with that vent down there, we're going to put a sideways blast furnace here and here. Then in front of it, we're going to fill this 3 wide with polished blackstone slabs up here. And then we're going to get down and around these, and in between them, and 3 behind them. Like that. Then behind this here, it raises up a little bit, so we'll do a 3x3 of polished blackstone block. Then behind this, 3 slabs coming across. Then we're going to switch over to chiseled polished blackstone block. And we're going to come up the middle with a row of 5. And then on either side of it, we'll do polished blackstone slabs. Like that. And we'll go ahead and put 3 across behind them here as well. And actually looking at it, this is actually too long. So we're going to change that block to a slab and take these back 3 slabs off. Behind this, we'll do 3 polished blackstone, put a smoker in the center behind it, and we'll surround the smoker with polished blackstone block. Then behind that in the middle, back to polished blackstone slabs, right to the back here. And then 3 across the back and 1 on this very back middle. On these gaps, we're going to put 4 blackstone trapdoors on either side. And now the roof line is complete. Now come up here with black carpet and get 1 on these 2 steps, a T-shape on the front porch, 1 here and here. Come behind the cab, 1 on this step, and then we'll bring black carpet all the way down to the back. Then when we get back here, we're actually going to need black wool. We're going to change the center block to black wool, then carpet in a pattern like that. Then we'll come on this side and bring carpet all the way forward up this side. And then 1 up on here. Then we'll do our railing, so take out acacia fences. Right here, we're going to come straight up by 5. Then we go back 1, up 1, over 1. And then here we'll come up 3 right here. And we'll do a 2 by 2 up here. And actually 1 more in this corner, right here. Then we're going to copy it on this side. So we'll come up 4 right here and a 2 by 2 right here. Then here we'll come up 5. Then back 1, up 1, over 1. And then while we're still up here, we need to get a chain. And we'll put a chain across this gap here. Then we're going to come down to the rear end, back to acacia fences. Right here we'll come up 4, and here we'll come up 4. Then a 2 by 2 right here. Then here come up 4. 2 by 2 right here, and here come up 4. Then a chain across this gap. Then we're going to switch to a dark oak fence in front of this, connect it up right here, and start bringing it forward. And then right here we're going to come up 1, and we're going to come over 2. And then we get the other side. So come to the back on this side with dark oak fence, connect it up, start bringing it forward. Then right here we're going to go up 1, over 1, up 1, over 1. Now we'll come up front here. And on this top middle, a glow item frame with a frog light. On the outside of it, we're going to do a dark oak sign with our number, which is 627. And we'll do the same thing over here. And we'll hit those with white dye and a glowing sack. Then we're going to come into a loom with a white banner and black dye and put a diamond on the center. And then this banner goes on the center of the nose here. Then we'll come down and detail the back. So back here, we're going to come on the top middle, a glow item frame with a frog light. And then on the side of it, a dark oak sign with 627 again. Same thing on the other side. And then we'll hit those with white dye and a glowing sack. Then we're going to come in and we need Mangrove Buttons. And we need to put a button on each side. But they actually need to be lower. I put them too high there. Put them right here. Then in the middle, we're going to open a column of acacia fence gates for the ladder. Just like that. Now we're going to come into a loom with a white banner and red dye. Do this triangle on it, and then the opposite one below it. Then a new white banner and red dye, and we're going to do the same thing except facing the opposite direction. Then a red banner and black dye, and put a diamond in the center. And we'll come place these. We're going to come above this first vent on bottom. It actually needs to be down one directly above it. A red banner, then the diamond one, then this triangle one. Then we're going to come over to the other side. We'll put the red banner with the triangle, the diamond, and then this one. Now come back into a loom with a white banner and black dye. We're going to put a vertical on the left, horizontal on bottom. New banner. 3 horizontal stripes, vertical on the left. New banner, vertical on each side, horizontal in the center. New banner, vertical in the center. New banner, a vertical on the right, then make the top half white. Go back to black dye, and we're going to put a horizontal on bottom, vertical on the left, horizontal on top. Then we'll switch to white dye and put a white border on all of these letter banners. And then we're going to come and place this. So on the top right here, the word ends where this vent is. Up here, we'll put Lehigh. And then we'll come over to the other side. Same thing. We're going to put Lehigh right here. And then we can clear some of these. We're going to keep the L in the E because we still need them. We'll come back into our loom with a white banner and black dye again. We'll do a vertical on the left and then a diagonal. New banner. Vertical on each side, then a horizontal on the top and the middle. New banner again. We're going to do a diagonal, opposite diagonal, go to white dye, and put white in the bottom right corner. Then we'll put a white border on these letter banners. And we're ready to come place these. So we'll come right up under here and use the banners to spell out the word valley. And of course, we're going to do it on the opposite side. Come up under here and spell out the word valley. Just like that. Now we're going to come up here with a blank white banner because we need to cover this door from the side. So crouch and put 2 white banners over this door and then 1 over this polished black stone in front of the window. So the side of it looks like that. And I accidentally placed one there. And we're going to do the same thing on this side. So we'll come over here. We need 1 over this polished black stone. And then we'll crouch and 2 over that door. And now we'll do the interior, so come on inside here. And we will put some frog lights in the bottom for hidden lighting. Then take prismarine brick slabs and cover this whole floor in at the same level of the door. Then we need a blast furnace. We'll put 2 blast furnaces in this middle gap back here. Then a stair on each side for seats. And then right here, a netherite for a control stand. And I just realized there's that hole under that window divider, so get a white concrete in this hole here. Then we'll put 2 levers on this for the controls. And now the interior is all complete here. And there we have it, folks. we've completed this old Lehigh Valley Elko locomotive. I hope everyone enjoyed the build here. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And everyone, have a great week. Stay safe out there, rail fans.